non-public meetings are being held, but the lack of official announcements regarding EXCO meetings has stirred concerns. As you may know, the Executive Council is a critical body in the governance of Rivers State. It serves as a central decision-making forum, bringing together the governor, deputy governor, secretary to the state government, commissioners and special advisors. While the specifics of EXCO meetings may not be publicly shared, the very act of regular convening is what many are used to and see as standard practice. No reason has been given by the Rivers State government for not holding the usual EXCO meetings this year yet. But public affairs analyst Marcus Ijoma believes it is linked to the political crisis that saw 9 commissioners resign and were later reinstated following a peace deal. Mr. Ijoma tells our correspondent that it could be Governor Fubara's way of keeping some disloyal cabinet members far away. He also sees the governor's decision to return the resigned commissioners as a political error.
I've always known that the governor's choice or decision to return those who resigned voluntarily from his cabinet was a huge error, a huge political blunder, and I still maintain that position. And maybe he has realized that he made a mistake, but he's being careful not to go back to his vote. So he would rather keep the commissioners in order to fulfill his own part of the Abuja Accord, but keep them redundant, which is his own style of psychologically torturing those who are perceived to have betrayed him in the middle of the crisis.
He insists that the current peace enjoyed in the state is fragile.
I told those who care to listen before now that the peace we currently enjoy is a first aid peace. It is not a lasting peace. So everybody is watching each other's body language. As to why the nominees or some commissioners have not been assigned portfolio, again, it is all about the fragile peace that we currently enjoy.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Rivers State has hailed Governor Siminalayi Fubara for approving the promotion of all staff members of the Rivers State Hospital's Management Board and the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. State Publicity Secretary of the party, Sidney Wara, also thanked the governor for granting approval for the employment of 500 people in the Rivers State Hospital's Management Board and the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. Mr. Wara emphasized that the approval signifies Governor Fubara's commitment to his promises and his role as a providential force for enhancing the well-being of the state's civil servants.
Let me, on behalf of the People's Democratic Party, thank His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara for once again demonstrating uncommon leadership qualities aimed at elevating the living standard of the people. First, it was the promotion of all civil servants with all their accrued benefits paid to them. We also saw the extension of this gesture to the NOGE staffs and now the approval of 500 vacant spaces into the Hospital Management Board and the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital. There is this saying that when the righteous rule, that the people rejoice.
Mr. Wara said the approval is also part of moves by the present administration to tackle unemployment. He called on the management of the two institutions not to introduce favoritism and nepotism into the exercise, but to ensure that qualified indigenous people of the state are employed.
Extending this kind gesture to the people of Rivers State at a time like this when the entire country is going through excruciating economic situation. Governor Fubara has demonstrated in unmistakable terms that he cares about the welfare of the people, and that is the reason why we in the People's Democratic Party, we are happy with him, because he's already taking steps that will make our job easier as a party. We therefore enjoin all Rivers people to continue to pray for our governor, for God's guidance and protection.
Now, as you may already know, Governor Fubara gave his approval during an interactive meeting he had with the newly appointed members of the Rivers State Hospital's Management Board on Monday. The governor approved the immediate employment of 500 staff members of the state health sector. The 500 new staff members, when employed, will be shared between the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital and the Rivers State Health Management Board. 3 weeks were given as the timeline to complete the process and ensure that those engaged commence work. He also approved the start of the process of promoting all staff members of the Rivers State Health Management Board and RSUTH to be concluded this month. Moving on, some residents of Iguruta in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State say the bad condition of the Iguruta market road has led to many road accidents. They tell our correspondent that the bad road from Igruta roundabout to Atali and Eneka also causes traffic congestion and hinders economic activities in the area. Some traders say effort to sandfill some areas only increase the dust on the road.
This road no good though. Sometimes if you're passing in the night, it's to be as if you drink. Sometimes people used to fall here. The place is also affecting with that is doing business. They should help us now to tidy the street so that people can be coming into the street and buy from us also.
We go happy if they feel do the road for us.
Since they block this Ozoba Joshua by Rumors, many people they take here as alternative. And if you check the road no wide, if government go fee fees, even if not to use all this sand where they come up from main road where they walk, use at least level and up. From here you can access Ubogoro.
Some drivers also spoke on this.
May they try work this road. This road now, since like if you rain 4 years now, market no go move. Hold up go only here for like 3 hours, never move a step. This road, this is Grita to Neka.
A lot of gallops. I'm going somewhere now with my truck. Suddenly, because of the road, the vehicle cannot really move well. To have a lot of vehicle breaking down. The road have done a lot of damages to vehicles.
The potholes, big trucks, moreover, using this road. The taxi, the bikes is not easy for us. So I feel we are suffering here.
Our correspondent reports that there are potholes along the stretch of Igruta Road, which links the airport roundabout. Also, some parts of Rumokoro to Ruboko have potholes. Location Road by Tombia Extension in GRA and the U-turn of Rumukuta Road also have potholes. Some motorists also expressed worry at the poor condition of Obiwali Road in Rumibo axis of Obiakpo local government area and called for urgent government intervention.
Place is very bad, especially that Ekanka Asics. When you get there, either your tire rod or your shop, one thing must happen to your vehicle.
You get to that place, it punctures your tire or one of your shafts. In fact, the entire road is totally bad now. We don't suffer them for years now. The Ekanka people don't they help us, they patch them small. But the thing that they still stay well. That is the problem we have been facing. So we are begging the state government.
We are looking for a way. Government should come and help us. Even if not to maintain them, for us to see a daily living.
Still to come, UAE lifts visa ban on Nigeria. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has intercepted 21 food trucks heading to neighboring countries. Announcing the seizure in a statement on its X handle on Tuesday, the anti-graft agency said the items were heading towards N'Djamena, Chad Republic, Central African Republic, and Cameroon. It said the seizure was made by operatives of the EFCC Maiduguri Zonal Command. Moving on, Facebook and Instagram were down for a while on Tuesday. Users experienced a glitch as the server kept responding, session expired. Some of the users who spoke with our correspondent said the sudden disruption led to their inability to connect with customers, advertise product or services, and manage customer inquiries.
Tapped on the app and then trying to get back on it is showing me session expired. I mean, it's not my bank app, so why is it showing me session expired? I checked on my messenger showing the same thing.
People do make money from social media, from Instagram and also Facebook, and I feel it's from Meta. So it's having difficulties for us logging in, and it's very frustrating at the moment. I can't even do anything.
It's logging me out. So when I try to log back in and put my password, phone number, it goes in and says section expired. I have no idea why. Maybe it's a glitch from them or something. I've said Facebook.
When they hacked my account the first time, that was what happened. I used this Facebook for my business. You know how much I have lost today because of this thing. So I wouldn't know why Facebook will do this.
In other news, the United Arab Emirates UAE has announced the resumption of visa services for Nigerian citizens wishing to visit the country. This comes 2 years after the UAE imposed a visa ban on Nigerians and automatically rejected pending visa applications. A joint announcement by the government of Nigeria and the UAE said the visa ban was lifted on March 4, 2024.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. President Joe Biden and his predecessor and current aspirant Donald Trump are sweeping the state primaries held on Super Tuesday. This is according to projections by CBS, making a presidential rematch between them even more likely. Mr. Trump has described it as an amazing day and launched an attack on President Biden, who has responded in kind and insisted we will win the presidency in 2024. Now, that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. The usual cabinet meetings by the Rivers State government are yet to be held this year. Rivers PDP has hailed Governor Fubara for approving fresh employment in the state health sector and promotion of health workers. Port Harcourt residents have been speaking about the state of roads in their area. The UAE has finally lifted the visa ban on Nigeria. Facebook, Instagram shutting down stirred panic on Tuesday. And on the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden and former president turned current aspirant Donald Trump have swept state primaries. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechukwu Moyali. Many thanks for listening.
With information comes power.
We give you more power with information.